Hello curious minds, in this lesson we'll be looking at how we get day and night and how we get different seasons in a year. Earth rotates once around its axis. The axis has an imaginary line running from the North Pole to the South Pole. The side facing the sun has day, the side turned away has night. One complete spin takes about 24 hours, that's one day. At any moment, half of the earth faces the sun and is lit, so we have day, while the other half faces away and is in shadow, and we have night. As earth keeps turning west to east, places on the surface move from night to sunrise, and then to daytime, and then sunset and night again. Time zones exist because different longitudes rotate into sunlight at different times. And that's why when it's 2 p.m. in New York, it's 10 p.m. in Dubai. Now let's see how we have the years. As Earth rotates on its axis, it also orbits, meaning it revolves around the sun once every approximately 365 and a quarter days. And within these 365 and a quarter days, we get different seasons in different places as the Earth makes this journey. Because a year is about 365 and a quarter days, we had an extra day every 4 years in February we call a leap day, and we have 365 days in the other years to keep our calendar on track. Next, let's look at why some places have 4 seasons and some get only 2. It all comes down to how sunlight changes with location, plus a few local extras. Seasons happen not because the sun gets closer or farther to the earth for some few months. It is mainly because the earth is tilted to about 23.5 degrees and its orbit, meaning it goes around the sun once every year. Watch our tilted earth circle the sun. The tilt stays pointed the same way, so different parts of each earth get different angles and lengths of sunlight through the year. That's the whole secret. In the temperate zones between about 23.5 degrees and 66.5 degrees north and south, the sun is high and the days are long in one part of the year we call summer, and low with short days in another we call winter. Between those come the changeover times, spring and autumn, so we feel 4 seasons. In the mid-latitudes like the UK, US and Europe, there is a large seasonal swings in day length and sun height. Near the equator, inside the tropics, the sun is high almost all year and day length barely changes. Day length stays close to 12 hours, temperatures stay fairly steady, so the big switch is the rain. The global rain belt slides north and south, bringing wet and dry seasons instead of hot and cold seasons. Close to the poles, about 66.5 degrees, daylight is extreme. There are weeks of midnight sun in summer and polar nights in winter that feels like 2 seasons, a short cool summer and a long winter. The hemispheres are opposites. If it's summer in the north, it's winter in the south, and vice versa. Also, there are local helpers like oceans, mountains, and currents. This fine-tunes the feel of the place, but latitude is the main reason for the season. Places near the ocean have milder seasons. Far inland places have hotter summers and colder winters. Mountains can block rain and make rain shadows. Warm, cold currents can also tweak temperatures. Just remember, for seasons, latitude leads and the local stuff only tweaks the conditions. Now let's look at some important moments that happens every year. Around March 20, we have the March equinox. That's when the earth tilt is side on to the sun, so day and night is equal everywhere. Around June 20 to June 21, we have the June solstice. Northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun. Northern hemisphere has summer and southern hemisphere has winter. Northern hemisphere has its longest day. Around September 2022 to September 2023, we have September equinox. Day and night are equal everywhere again. Around December 2021 to December 2022, we have December solstice. Northern hemisphere is tilted away from the sun. So there is winter in the northern hemisphere and there is summer in southern hemisphere. Northern hemisphere has its shortest day. The Earth's orbit around the sun is not a perfect circle but an eclipse. This means the Earth's distance from the sun varies throughout the year. The point in Earth's orbit where it is closest to the sun is called perihelion, which occurs in early July, about 2 weeks after the December solstice. The point where Earth is farthest from the sun is called aphelion, occurring in early July, about 2 weeks after the June solstice. Now let's look at some words we might be coming across for the first time in this lesson. We have rotation, which is Earth turning on its axis. The axis is the imaginary pole-to-pole line Earth spins around. We have revolution, Earth going around the sun. We have tilt, the axis length approximately 23.5 degrees from midline. We have solstice, when hemisphere is maximally tilted towards or away from the sun. And we have equinox, when the tilt is side on, that is when day and night are equal everywhere. Now let's look at some questions to assess our learning. What causes day and night? What is a year? And why do we have seasons? Finally, before we end this lesson, let's reflect on the following and include your reflections in the worksheet attached to this video. Why do temperate places have 4 seasons? Why do polar regions often feel like 2 seasons? Why do many tropical places have wet and dry seasons? Then the last one, name one local factor that can modify seasons. Until next time, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and you'll discover amazing things. Make sure to like and follow the page to explore the fun world of science.